Okay, guys, I am back and we're going to work on a couple more pockets. Like I said, I think I'm going to make some little snippets, but this is another one that I'm going to make. It's obviously like a banner tuck. I went ahead and cut these out of just regular cardstock, craft colored cardstock. I'm going to set those up because those I think I'll use to decorate too. So I'll show you how I do banners. It's pretty standard. I already have this one cut. It's about 4 inches. So how I do mine, it's kind of, I line up all my banner pieces, make sure they're pretty even. And then especially if I'm using like word things, then I will go 2 sections of writing down. So then 2 more sentences and then I'll take it there. And for me, that gives me like a nice little variety there. And then I just kind of stack it up. And then the best I can, I kind of fold in half a little bit, like not all the way, but just make a pinch there. Kind of open it back up, make sure I'm all lined up before I make my first cut. And I'm just going to snip in there. And then I'm just going to go corner to corner in, or corner to point, like where I cut up from. And then that usually makes a pretty nice little banner piece there. And then I went ahead and double layered the ink on this one too. And again, I used Vintage Photo and I'm using the black soot. Just go around them. And this one I'm going to do opposite, so it can go in opposite sides of the journal. And then we're going to have to count pockets, because like I said before, we're doing 13. And I think we're close with the other one that I want to do. And then if we need one more, I have one more idea. Just using shapes and those sorts of things. So I just went around and kind of tipped the very edge with the black soot. I really like how that's turning out. Really seems old and vintagey that way, I guess. Or grungy, maybe is the word I'm looking for. Okay, now, since I want to go opposite, I'm going to take my longest piece here and I'm just going to kind of line it up with one of the lines in my mat. And I know that I only want about a 1/2 inch in. So I'm going to go ahead and put my glue on that 1/2 inch there. Sorry guys, it's still, I think it's just so dry here in Colorado that I think everybody's kind of like, just kind of, I don't want to say goopy because we're not sick, but it's just, I don't know, since the fires I've just had this frog in my throat. Okay, and so then I usually, I mean obviously it depends on how you want your banners to look. Then I just usually put, kind of just eyeball the middle, or I use like this piece here and I lined it up with this piece here. And it is off-centered a little bit, but that's okay. I think that's kind of what I did with the last one, because then when I put this on, I'm going to off-center it a little bit more, which ends up being closer to the middle. Make sense? Like so. So it's just kind of layering in there, and whatever's going to look best to your eyes. Okay, so we can go ahead and glue those in. Like I said, we're gonna decorate them in when they're in the journal, which is something I don't actually usually do, but for some reason I'm feeling like this journal needs that. All right, so this is gonna go on this, like this side of a page, and this one's gonna go on this side of a page. So I'm just gonna look to see And then on the inside of that one. That might actually fit pretty well with the scheme of this one. I've used a map, and it's more like of the Western Hemisphere or Western side of the United States. Kind of like outlaw type country, I guess. So I'm going to put that in there. And then we'll find the opposite page and do it on the other side there. Okay. Okay, and then that one will fit right in there. Like so. You know what song keeps playing through my head? Is Lonesome Dove by Garth Brooks. I have no idea why. Maybe because I was researching all that stuff. In the Old West and Bonnie and Clyde and that whole thing. Okay, I'm gonna count my pockets. I know I'm wishful thinking I'm getting closer, but so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that right? Let's see, 2 shields, 2 hats, 2. Yep, so 7. A belly band. So how many more do I need? I need 6 more. Jeez. Then do we consider these pockets? Do we? So we did. That's 9. I think we are going to count it because the next ones that I'm going to do... Oh, wait. No, we don't need to cheat and count those. We'll just count those as extra because I have these 2, which are going, and we can actually just put those in now. These are going in the middle signature, and they're actually not going to get a whole lot of decoration, and I'll show you why in just a second. We did make these in the Colossal Challenge, but I am going to redo another video because there is actually an easier way to make them from what I did before. And it's just a matter of folding it and putting it together a little bit differently. And then you can use it as a little bit different thing. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Okay, so I'm not going to glue that part right there, okay? So I'm just gluing the back sides here, and I am going to just make it a pocket instead of a tuck, okay? Just for stability, and mostly because I've never done it quite like this before. So we'll just put a big tag in there in a little bit. Okay. Okay, now the reason I did it the way I did it, and we're going to put little paper clips. Remember I told you we were making paper clips with this one? One of the reasons why is because this will fold down, folds out, and it folds completely open for more journaling. Cool, huh? I thought that was an interesting idea. And then it just folds back up. And like I said, we're gonna put little ephemera in here, right? Some little tags. So essentially you have the one in the back, you have this one here, and this one here. And we're gonna take little paper clips and we're just gonna paper clip them shut. I have no idea what those are gonna look like just yet, okay? I have some ideas, but I haven't gotten that far yet. Okay, so we had 7, 8, 9. So that leaves 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 10, 11, 12. 3 more. Okay, so I think that is where I was going to make sure that I didn't use this. I did use that one. That's okay. I was going to use maybe this one, but we do need another pocket of sorts back here. Okay, so this is where we'll put the next one, and I'm going to go ahead and bookmark it so I don't forget. We're going to use our punch board, or not punch board, our envelope punch board. So yes, a punch board, and we're going to take 3 of these. These are the size of 7.5 by 5 inches, okay? Now, I know a lot of people have either A, already done these, or B, have seen it. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. We're going to make file folder pockets here. Okay, so I'm going to go to where this piece of paper, if you can see down in here, there's a stopping point right here. Am I getting in there to where you can see it? Let's see. I don't know, that's not quite what I was thinking. Maybe here. Right in here at the edge of this circle right here, okay? I'm going to put one end of that right there, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and punch it down so it looks like that, okay? Now I'm going to come over here, and I like them a little bit wider, and I'm going to do 2.5. See right here? 2.5 from in there. I'm going to punch it again, okay? Now I'm going to flip it upside down here, or away from me, and I'm going to make as straight a cut as I possibly can across. Okay, like so. Now what I like to do, and not everybody does, is I'm going to go ahead and round out all the corners, okay? Oh, not like that though. Have it a little actually rounded, and I'm going to have to go back and do that top one. I wasn't really paying attention. Let's get that a little more round, okay? So that's how you make a file folder if you're using your envelope punch, okay? Now I'm going to take this, I'm going to bring it up, and I usually leave about 1/4 of an inch from the top, and then I crease it down, and I am going to go ahead and round this one out just a little bit here on the edge, so it's a little more cohesive. So that said, let me show you where the dividing line is, because I'll end up inking all of this too. Okay, like so. You see that? Okay, so we're going to make a couple more like that. We're going to make one that goes in the middle, hopefully. It's been a long minute since I've done them in the middle. Okay, so if we have 5, so 2.5 would be the middle, but that's not really what I want to do either, right? So what's 2.5 and half? So that would be, it would be 1.25. So let's just try it. 1.25. Okay, now I'm going to flip it over and do it at 1.25 this direction. And it should be about right. It's close, so I'm going to call it good. Okay, then we're going to just kind of snip in there, bring that out. Snip in there, make that good. Round out that corner. Okay, so there's a middle one. And guys, I honestly don't remember who I have at least recently seen this from. I think Lori at Grammy's Keepsakes has done something similar. I'm pretty sure like Gail has. I think Emily over at Junk Journal Inspirations has done one. Yeah, all kinds. So I'm going to go ahead and do it again, because I'm going to, the way we did it the first time. Just remember, I'm getting it lined up there. And then I'm going to scoot it over to 2.5. And just do it this way, and then we'll just fold it in the opposite direction. Okay, get that out of the way for a minute. Okay, since we went up that direction, then I'm just going to flip it over and go in this direction for this one, okay? Okay. So then I have file folders like so. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ink these really quick. I'm going to get the walnut stain out here. I find the walnut stain actually shows up better on this cardstock stuff. The craft better than the other ones, than like vintage photo. So that's why you see me using that a lot. So I don't think I said it a minute ago, but welcome back, everybody. Welcome to new subscribers. I hope you all are doing well. It is the same day as the last video that you saw yesterday. It is still snowing like crazy. I mean, which is good. It is melting quicker than it's collecting, which will be good for like the rivers, creeks and stuff around here, because I'm sure it'll get snowpack up in the mountains, so that'll be good. Okay, and I'm not doing the bottom on these right here because those are going to be hidden basically. And I'm going to count these as 3 pockets. I don't know if that's cheating or not, but I don't really care. I'm gonna call them 3 pockets, even though they're not on opposite, like on other pages. And actually, you know, I just had a thought. I don't know if it's gonna come to fruition. All right, ink and think with me, guys. Thinking, what if we didn't make those separate pockets and we did kind of like a belly band that snapped? Make sense? Let's see. I would have to glue this on here, and that one would have to glue on, right? Okay. So what I was thinking though, no, that's still not going to work. What I was thinking is if I put like a belly band that kind of sealed it over, kind of like a suitcase or like a briefcase has those pieces that go over, then they could all like flip down like so. Right, but it won't end up bending out right. Okay, that's okay. Sorry, I'm thinking through. Sorry. Actually, I think I was thinking maybe I would start down just a little bit further is kind of what I was thinking, because I would rather lose more of the face of these two and not be able, like, if I wanted to put something kind of tall up there, I don't want it to like interfere with the end of the journal is kind of what I was thinking. Okay, so first, I'm gonna kind of catch these. Oh, would have been better to put it on this edge. Okay. Oh, kind of a maniac with the glue today, huh? Okay. I will say I kind of like, not that I just took a bunch of ink off, but I do like the contrasting file folder, like this craft stock to this craft stock. I do like that. I do like the contrast there. Okay. Okay. We are getting there, guys. Oh no. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to pause the video. Grace just did something and yelled kind of loud. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. No worries, she's fine. She just ran into some stuff, which, you know, is typical for us because, you know, she is my daughter and we're absolute klutzes. So, one thing I did off camera was this right here. I just added a couple more pockets because I felt like it was cheating by just using these. So yeah, let's go ahead and start making some of the embellishment pieces, and then we'll call it a video. And then the next video will probably be like decorating and then probably final flip through. So those of you that have been with me for a while will know that I made some of these paper clips last fall. And so I'm just going to make a couple of more for this journal. And then we'll decorate them maybe this video. I don't know. We'll see how far we get. They're pretty simple. And I probably should have started from the very beginning, which as soon as I glue this down, now that I'm already started, I will do that. And this idea I got from Shell and like kind of like a combination between Shell and Gail, I believe it was. And there's probably easier ways to make it. This is just the way that I make it. So I'll glue that down and we'll start from the beginning, okay? Okay, so let's set those pieces aside. Okay, so I used my punch. That is this one. Hold on. This one here. It is a Paper Studio, which means I got it at Hobby Lobby, or I didn't actually. This one was a birthday gift. So, yeah, there's that. So I just cut 3, and then you're going to want to take all 3 and stack them up. And then cut the tips of them off at 2 inches, okay? And then we'll go ahead and cut the other pieces while we're here. So just straight down, cut those, and then take, and it should probably be cardstock. Let's use up this cream, so it'll be a little bit different. And it's 1 1/4, I believe, is what fits in here. So we'll cut 2 of those. And then I don't remember how short we make it, but we will like customize the shortness when we get to that point. And sorry in advance if you can hear Gracie. She is singing in one of her classes. And if she knew that we could hear her, she would be mortified. Okay, so then I'll get us to this point on this one here. Okay, so now that we've cut it down, We have 3 pieces here, right? So I'm gonna, last time I stuck my paper clips up here and I used the shorter ones, but this time I'm just gonna go this direction with them. And at this point, it's not gonna matter which side it is. It will when we start decorating. So then I'm gonna take another one of my pieces here. Oh, technically, let's put the glue on this side. Okay, so I'm just gonna fill this in all the way to the edges with the glue. Getting it really down in there, okay, so it doesn't come apart. I'm gonna take one of the other pieces, I'm gonna line it up, and I'm gonna smush it all together. And the goal is to make sure your paper clip is smushed in there so it's not gonna go anywhere. Okay, we're gonna set that aside for a second and we're gonna build this piece here. So what you want to try to do is get this as close to even as possible on each side here to where this piece is in the middle, okay? So it lines up. So, and I don't remember if I've done it this way before or not, but we're gonna try it this way. See if I get it right the first time or if I'm gonna have to go back. So one of the pieces that you've cut off, you want to take then and try your best to get it right in the middle, like even edges. I am off. I don't think I did that. I don't think I did it this way last time, which I'll probably do it the other way because I think I'm probably off a little bit. Okay. So then, and then take another one of your pieces. Go ahead and line that. And I think I said before in the other video, you can use pretty much any shape you want. Okay, now I'm going to take this, being very careful just to stay to the very edges, okay? Don't try really hard not to go any further than just the edges, okay? And don't go on the straight edge, okay? Because that's basically your pocket, if you think about it that way. Okay. And you just put it, line it up with your other ones there. Less is more in this whole situation, okay? So I'm going to line it up this direction here, and I am off just a little bit, but that's okay. So I'm going to say I'm going to take it down about to there. So all total, because this was the same, so we can just take that measurement. You're looking at just over 2 inches, so like 1.25 inches. Okay, then you're going to slip it in to your pocket like so. And then if we did it right, if we don't need to trim off any more, then it should just barely have any delineation in there, okay? So then when you decorate, you only want to decorate like right here so that you leave this free so it comes open like this, okay? Okay, I'm going to leave those apart while they're drying. And I'm going to go ahead and trim this one down so that we know. So I'm going to do 2 1/4 and see if we, is that about right? No, it's a little bit longer, huh? So maybe I was wrong. So maybe go to 2 inches. That would probably be, so you want it like 1 1/4 by 2 inches. Okay. Oh, almost threw my cutter in the trash can. It's not an indication of how today's going for me, if that makes any sense. Okay, I'm going to glue that down. Okay. I think what I did last time is I just stuck that in there. And then I just lined it up. So I just kind of took my glue here. I think that's what I ended up doing. All thumbs today. All thumbs. Okay. Okay. That went a little quicker than I was thinking it would. Okay. So I want to make sure that when I add some decoration here, that I have one going this direction for the paper clip to go that way and one going this way. I'm going to go and just stick that one in there. I actually think I'm just going to trim this one down just a skosh. There we go. Better. And this one, oh, if I could pick it up, goes in this one here. Okay. All right. So keep them in that direction. Now, what I think I would like to do is, I don't know. We've got lots of little things we could be decorating with. And I'm not sure which way I want to go. Just looking at my punches again. Because I thought that I had a little leaf that we could cut some little pieces out of for these things. So please have a little patience with me for a second while I'm digging this thing right next to me. Nope, and it turns out it's not a leaf. All right, well. See what we got in the whole, like, Tim Holtz thingy. I was thinking little people and a couple little leaves, maybe. Where did all my little people go? It's not little. Oh, I passed right by them. Okay, remember we're kind of going for Bonnie and Clyde type, so maybe those guys. She kind of looks like a Bonnie, huh? Or those are probably too big. It'd be really cool if I had some small like that though, huh? These ones are kind of cute. Little criminals in the making. Sorry. Nobody tell Tim Holtz I'm using his little people as fugitives, okay? Shh. I did, however, get that new pack too, plus Lori sent me a new pack for Christmas. So let me see what we got there. And if I'm not quick about it, all this time's going to expire that I thought I had, so. Oh boy. Seems like I probably should have sorted this beforehand, huh? Oh, He looks like he could be a fugitive, huh? Or a detective. It's up to interpretation, right? Yeah, let's use him. Oh, can you hear the snowplows? They're out. Yeah, all right, so I'm gonna stop looking really quick and we can have fun looking through this pack again in the next video, because like I said, we'll need stuff. Oh, well, yeah, that's just eating the heck out of the time I thought I had, huh? You guys must think I'm just a mess, huh? Well, I am. So your thought process, oh, we need to use those two. Because those are totally Bonnie and Clyde in the making, huh? Oop, and I just dropped a bunch on the floor. No. Well, you know. Can't win them all, right? Okay. Let's use my leaf punch and some of the... Is that too small? Yeah, it's too small. This is just a leaf punch. It's an EK Success. I'm just going to punch some leaves out of here, I think. And then we'll kind of do a little bit of a tear. And maybe use some old book page here. Kind of collage a little bit. Kind of tell what it's going to be. We don't want it over. Okay. Yeah, skoshing a little book page somewhere in here. Okay, and then I think once I'm going to go ahead and distress all of this. So let's do vintage photo around. Take our black around, give a little bit more. Actually, we could do that, but I also think maybe a little bit of this might look just about right here. I'll just go with the black for this one. Okay, first I'm going to glue that down because we also want to tie that kit that we're using, the black and white kit, into these as best we can. Okay. Use regular glue for this one. I've never had much luck with the glue stick working on cardstock, so as far as the craft colored card. Oh, and we're running close. We are running close. Okay, I think his elbow part needed to come out. Okay, yep. Okay, so we don't actually want to glue his head, right? Because that'll be weird. Some of his legs are going to hang off, so. All right. Okay. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, there's one. Let's do the other one going the opposite direction. So we'll use this one and just snip off that tail. Okay, let's ink the edges like we did the last one. Okay, little bit of book page. We can just use that one, and then we're going to need a little bit more of this one. Okay, just went around that one in black. Okay, this one in vintage photo. Oh, shoot. This goes down first. Oh my gosh, I adore these. I think these are cute. Okay. Okay, so let's put them in our journals. As soon as I cap off my glues, and then we will call this one a video. And then when I come back, we'll just keep like doing maybe some decorating. I will probably make all the big ephemera pieces off camera because they're not going to be anything like earth-shattering, different than what you've already seen other people do. It's just basically making like big journal cards, and maybe I'll bring a tag or two to do. Okay, so these ones are going here to keep this up, sort of. And talk about awkward fingers today. Okay, and it hangs out just a little bit, but I think I'm okay with that. Oh, a little bit. We might have to revise that a little bit. Oh, yep, because we're starting to tear paper. All right, we'll go back to the drawing board. We might not use those, I guess. Maybe. We'll see. Because it would be far better. And maybe that's why they made them like standing up instead. All right, we're going to leave them for now. And we'll just see what we can do to bring them in a little bit more, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I like the way it sticks out like that. Does it matter? All right, well, like I said, no big deal. We can figure something out with them. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it a video, and we will just talk to you soon. Bye, guys.